Hello and welcome to a new video. This is the first review I'm going to be doing on this channel. It's of Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, as you can probably see. One of the games that I gave art direction of the year to on my Game of the Year list. I'm going to be kind of, over the course of this month, going over maybe some of the games that I mentioned in my Game of the Year list, but I didn't talk about that much because I spent an awful long time talking about Splatoon and SteamWorld Heist, but not an awful lot of time talking about games like this. So, without further ado, here is the review.
Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush revolves around a simple concept, but one that is unique among its contemporaries. It's part of a mini-series of Kirby games, along with Kirby Canvas Curse, that centers around a simplified stylus control method. The player draws a line, and Kirby follows it. This means the player only has one form of input, which one may see as limited, but the developers use it in a multitude of different ways throughout the varied levels. So, you may ask me, what does this mean for me? And well, I guess it frees up your hand to do other things, like, I don't know, let's see me try to play the first level while attempting to eat a slice of pizza.
Nailed it.
In all seriousness though, this concept is used in many different ways throughout the game. While there are only 28 stages in total, each one's different and the vast majority of them are fun to replay, in search of the coveted gold medals. The only stages that can be a chore are the boss fights though. They're rather hit and miss. In the early part of the game, most of them are hits. They're rather difficult and they're unique. The problem is they're recycled in the latter half of the game and they're just not as fun the second time round. Luckily, the final boss changes things up and is quite fun, and the later levels are good, so it's worth pushing through. The reason these bosses are recycled is because this title is meant to be smaller in scope. It's kind of like the video game equivalent of a TV show. It's a smaller project to keep us holded over until the next big blockbuster. So while this may put a dampener on the experience, it's ultimately not that big of a deal because the game was cheaper than a full retail game, and it allows us to keep up with Kirby. Graphics are great and they really pop even on the gamepad, which is good because in single player you'll primarily be looking just at the gamepad to see where to draw your lines. Little touches like fingerprint textures in the clay just help to make the clay aesthetic that much more believable. And this is exemplified perfectly through the Smash Bros. Style trophies that can be collected and viewed in the studio mode. Similarly cool is the sound test mode. You are able to listen to tracks not only from the game, but all throughout Kirby's history, which is a nice touch for fans of Kirby, and oh my great gilly goodness.
So all in all, Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush is a fun game. It'll probably never ever be considered a classic, but it's got good gameplay, it's got good graphics, and the art direction is pretty unique. So I definitely think it's worth a try.
You'll probably enjoy this game if you like interesting twists on platforming, unconventional art direction, all things Kirby, and colours. However, you may not quite like it as much if you don't like, well, colours, repetitive boss fights, or playing games on the gamepad.
So, thanks for watching this review of Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush. If you liked it, please remember to like, comment below and tell me what you think of the review and any other games you may like me to review, and also subscribe for more